Yo,
Y'all want
hey,
some?
hey, don't be
Hey,
peddling your drugs here. Yo, this is
hey,
not
free
right
sample.
off the bat, because then you will get flagged.
Well, if I didn't do that, then we wouldn't be Savage AF.
That's true. This is Savage JF. What's going on? We're here normally for you, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am Black
Live.
Pedro. I am Black Pedro. And
Take two.
That's
Take two.
Shang. That's
No,
Shang over
Shang,
there.
you're Shang. You're Shang. No, look at the screen.
Oh, okay. Wait a
I'm
minute.
Black Pedro.
Okay, damn. All right. Yo, I am Shang.
Shang.
That's,
There you go.
I got
Got it.
it. That, yeah, and
Second take. It's always a good one. I'm Black Pedro, man. Like Shang said, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. If you ever miss us live, I'm pretty sure that's on you, okay? Because we did our part, okay? We here, and if you're not here with us
I
live,
don't understand why you wouldn't. Why wouldn't you be here? Okay.
what's your malfunction?
Do I got to break in your house?
Fix yourself, though.
Balls.
Oh,
wipe it on every piece of bread you got in your house. Put it back in the package.
Yeah.
Tie a little tie knot. So when you eat your bread, why is it so salty?
Yeah, that's nutty bread right there.
That's nutty
so before you get ball sweat on your bread products, before you get man yeast on your yeast products, follow us on the YouTube channel, and then all the shows are archived there. So if you ever miss us live, it's like ball sweat redemption. You know, we call it ball shield. So youtube.com/c/SavageAF World, all one word. And if when you go there, there's activities to be done. Don't just be staring.
Well, it explains itself. Click the bell. Click the bell.
Okay, yeah, so buddy.
I think my tone was crystal and just delicious.
I thought this track had actually started. You sounded just like it. So yeah, man. And what up, though? I see y'all out there. Now listen, if you know, some of you live an even wilder life than myself or Shang, and you've probably been banned from YouTube. That's why we gave you another avenue. If you have been banished from the lands of YouTubeage, you can always check us out on the Facebook, man. Better World Peace Place. Facebook, we are Savage. Okay, and then you want to go A.F. Okay, so it's Savage A.F. All right, so you need them 2 periods. And yeah, man. Follow us on Facebook, and when you get there, you know you want to do the likings. You know what I mean? Like Chris Rock said, we went from love to we just need likes.
Is actually a werewolf.
You're right.
We don't want you to do that. We want you to just subscribe. It's not that deep. And if you do it, and by the way, when you get to our YouTube page, your thumbs work. Don't give me that dumb shit that your thumbs don't work. Your thumbs work. So when you get there, make it smooth like silky. Pour yourself a drink afterwards.
Thumb cola. Thank y'all for being in the building. Nicole H, I see you. Damani Jones, what up? Antoine's here. Bronda's here. Noah, there is no other Miranda. To this day, I think that is still standing up, that we've had no other Miranda. Roger Stacker, I see you as well. Sandy English.
Okay, but I'm not. There's something else. I'm telling you. I've realized the algorithm.
That was a whole lot of Arsenio finger there.
Yes. Please, all right, no, please. Mary J. Blige. All right, so check it. I need y'all to make sure that you, other than the thumbs up, we need that. You got to rate it and make comments, and it's done like this. It's a little forceful, but it's true. Rate, comment, subscribe. And if you don't,
you can avoid all of that just by
you can avoid all of that if you don't want
Stacey
none
P.
of that.
Speaking of avoiding, Stacey P, where you been? Truant officers finally caught up with you, Well, welcome on back, girl. Turn your life around.
Wait a minute, what she been doing time? The fuck?
I don't know. But welcome back though, girl. Let's go.
Stacey's a very beautiful woman, but you know what? Quite the criminal.
She's lived a violent life.
I'm gonna put that out there. Quite the criminal.
I wouldn't turn my back on her.
I'm just saying. I mean, one time she was hanging out with me, and I was like, "Where the hell did I put my phone?" Guess what? Stacey stole it and sent a whole bunch of random penis pics to people that I didn't know, and then said it was me. It was Stacey.
Wow. She said she's been working 2 jobs. So one of them is slandering you, and the other is international assassin. So, all right. That's what it is, y'all. All right, man. Well, we welcome everybody to the building. Let's get it in, man. It is Tuesday, March 7th, 2023 in the time-space continuum. This is Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
Yeah.
That felt good to get out.
Did you get that out?
I'm Black Pedro. That's comedian Shang, man.
Yeah, facts matter, motherfuckers.
Right, yeah. So let's get into it, man. We're going to end. That's actually that one shocked me. I was like, whoa. It's huge. We're going to end with the Shangry today.
Yes.
He says the GOP is the KLAN. It's official. The GOP equals KLAN for all my algebra experts and fans out there. Black Pedro popping before that. I don't know about y'all, man, but I smell an implosion. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, y'all, coming this fall to theater near you, the anticipated action hit of the year. It's Passenger SAF. That's right, Passenger, savage as fuck. Declaring you're not taking over this flight, buddy. You're not taking over.
Always better on black. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's talk about it. But before we get into that, again, it is Tuesday, March 7th, 2023.
You know what? For a minute there, you were like, "It's I
got caught between 2 things I wanted to say, and then I was just like, "Get it out, man! Spit it out, man!"
I'm just trying to make it do what it do, baby.
Hey, baby. All right, but we are going to start off today's show, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter, with that critical question that always sounds like this.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
Whoa!
Wow!
Just when you thought your boy couldn't do it any worser. Fugger Carlson. Last night on Fox used his highly watched show. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on there, but used his highly watched show and platform to take the footage that Kevin McCarthy's oatmeal brained ass handed over to him exclusively. 41,000 hours worth of footage that was given exclusively to Fugger Carlson so that he could cherry pick a few clips and try and represent January 6th as some kind of peaceful tour of meek, calm individuals. Even Republicans are like, motherfuckers say what?
Man. All right, but
motherfuckers
it's wild when the Republicans got to go.
I mean, Bitch McConnell has spoken out.
This is the wild part about it. A lot of the footage that he showed his audience, there are a percentage of people that are going to believe it. But here on Savage AF, we got some footage that we want to show you. That we got the footage that he was actually wanted to show first. And Pedro, I'm going to show it to you. Pedro doesn't know about this.
Give it to me.
This is actually one of the scenes from January 6th. We try to keep it official here. This is actually a scene.
See, they didn't show it. They didn't show us that.
They didn't show that. Right.
Yeah.
And then after that,
they didn't show us, my brother.
Yeah. And then another thing is, this is another scene, which I thought was heartwarming, and I didn't understand why people were mad about January 6th.
Oh, see, they never talk. They didn't talk about the animated people that were there.
Yeah, they
who were just really animated and not
But then
not there to do any harm.
It started getting a little testy as the afternoon went on. It got
somebody. Maybe they were just. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Well, that seemed more personal though to me.
Yeah, I don't know if that was but
I don't think that was.
But honestly, the actual footage is great.
Something much closer to that.
This is the actual footage, and this really. I didn't know this happened there, but I found it. This is from January 6th.
Is it really?
No.
I was like, oh shit! I was like, damn, I never saw that one.
No, but
I mean, it looks like DC. It looks like
DC, but no.
But okay, so this is Fugger Carlson. The king of fuckery.
I'm always ready to suck a dick.
Right. So he's doing this not only after, the January 6th commission has occurred and, laid out so very well, not only the occurrences of violence, but, sort of where they sprung from. So he's doing it after that. He's doing it after, the owner of his own company of Fox News, Rupert Murdoch, has testified and been deposed and said that, we are lying. We got text messages from Tucker Carlson to Laura Ingraham and Hannity and all of them talking about how they know Sidney Powell was out of her goddamn. But we need to keep our viewers. So after all of this has already been exposed, but he wants to do this. He wants to take January 6th and try and bleach that motherfucker. Forget whitewashing, right? Yeah, I got a load of white in this fucking dryer right now.
It's gas lamping,
bleaching.
It's gaslighting. Gaslighting. I said gas lamp because
we're going to San Diego this week.
No, it's gaslighting on an epic scale. It's flagellance lighting in an amazing way. But if you look at the real footage, this is actual footage from January 6th. This was not a peaceful protest. And then the other footage really threw me. I did not see this.
That was the initial wave of peaceful tourists, right?
Right. I mean, this is the wild part about this. There's going to be people that believe it because they don't care. I was watching some interviews with Clapper.
Jordan Klepper.
And there were people that he said, that's not true. And we can actually show you the footage that's not true. And a lady actually said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about the truth. I don't care about none of that. So, I mean, and she was like,
these are people you can't talk to. Like,
I don't care. I just don't care.
No, they just really, people have been talked down with facts and at the end of it, they're just going to be like, I just know in my heart that Joe Biden cheated. I just know it in my toes and in my earlobes, and especially right at in the little hairs in my nose. Like sometimes I get the tickly feeling, and that's when I know they did it. And it's just like that.
But the thing is,
that's Smurf logic, nigga.
I'm gonna let you know that. Now, most of the people that believe it, don't get me wrong, black people can be dumb as a bag of fucking dirt.
Anybody can.
Anybody can. But I'm saying collectively, I'm going on my racist rant. Collectively, it's mostly white folks. It's mostly white folks.
Well, in this group who are doing this.
In the group that does it, and the highest percentage of people that watch Fox are snow heathens, flat out. We all know that they cracker ass crackers.
Milk crickets.
They are absolutely milk crickets. Well, I don't know. They're definitely milk crickets. So it kills me where they try to say, well, maybe it's just this side or that side. No, motherfucker, you are flat out lying. And Tucker Carlson, aka, wow, I did not know your dick was so big.
Well, I mean, and so here's the thing. Trump. And this just goes to show how desperate he is to hold on to that base viewership, because, like I said, it's after all of this stuff has been exposed. But he's not a dummy. So he knows that base isn't watching any other news source. So he can say whatever to those idiots, and they're gonna keep watching it. You know, the fucking
Well,
albino winos.
not only that, well, they keep watching it. I mean, he does know that. I agree with you 1,000%. He does know that. But this is the wild part. I'm gonna ask the people in the feed because I see people, more and more people coming in the feed. What is it gonna take for them to change around? I don't think they ever will. So why do we keep trying to reach out to these motherfuckers? Why do we keep
Wait,
trying to say that audience? Because they, oh, we
the
need
base, the base,
the
okay.
base. Fuck them. If they want to succeed from the fucking country, chip off Florida, load those motherfuckers on that piece of land, and let they bitch ass float out to the ocean. And then hopefully a few of them fall off into the water and the orcas come. That's my plan. That's my plan. I'm going to see what I could do. I'm going to talk to some supervillains and see if we could just invite them to Florida and say, hey, we got free nigger hanging. And then they'll all flood down there. And then once they get over there, we'll wave at them. And then I'm going to have all the explosions start. And then Florida's going to float away. I'm going, bye. When you ran out of food, I hope you eat your children. Because I eat my kids.
By the way, your boy did also Fugger Carlson, by the way. He did also downplay the death of Officer Sicknick. Who,
that was bad. I saw that. That was so bad.
So this is like, not only does it lack factual basis, but morals as well, as we all know.
And some people in the feed, why am I going to jail? Why I gotta go to jail? If anybody should go to jail, he should go to jail for fuckery. I don't know if that.
Fuck with the fuckery. Well, I mean, so then of course none of this useful information, will reach Fucker's true audience. But the reality is, he says this bullshit on TV, stirs up these people, gets these dumbass ideas in their head, gets sued over it, and then goes into court and is like, well, no reasonable person would ever think I was telling the truth. Right. This is just an entertainment show. And,
well, I mean, he can't.
What is news? I mean, have you ever heard it? Do you know what it is? I mean, I don't know any news. Do you know any news?
I never heard of news. What is news?
News doesn't. This is entertainment.
If this is like hold in a lie, I'm trying to hold this lie in. What is the lie, though? I mean,
I lie in bed without even saying anything. So, so he's just, they're just playing the game, and they're playing that audience against itself.
Anybody with common sense you would think would know that the insurrection was not peaceful. It wasn't peaceful.
Most insurrections aren't.
I mean, some are. Some are. I mean, if you overthrow a government or you try to overthrow a government, I think sometimes you could, sit there, play cards, All
right, it sounds like we have a new minister of liaison, maybe a minister of state, Nicole H., who she said, don't worry, she's going to let Fucker Carlson's audience know. So, we'll have you be our minister of outreach there, Nicole H., and, go ahead and tell that audience that their boy is lying to them. He's lying to
but
them.
they believed all the rest of the lies. So why wouldn't they roll with this lie? What I'm saying is, it's obvious it's a lie. It's obvious the footage that is being cherry picked. Why wouldn't they just say?
Well, I guess at a certain point, I'd like to hear where do the milk monkeys go after you tell them that?
Oh, that's so weird. That was like, I sound racist, but you really sound racist. Like,
well, I mean, we're talking about a specific group of white people, right? Like, I'm not talking about all of them, but those who watch
white people,
the Trump supporters, and those who watch Fucker Carlson to the end of the day, and they sit there and they cite him. You remember that dude that I debated with? Like, he was like, "Oh, I need Tucker Carlson here to debate for me." Well, when people like that, if you could ever get them to believe that and understand that, Fugger Carlson is a lie and it just considers himself entertainment, at least in court, then where do they go to justify their mentality? Because I don't believe that it will change their mentality, but I would be interested to see
Well, I can tell you
what they pivot to next as,
I know what they're going to pivot to
their
next,
evidence.
because you got
quote
an
unquote.
election coming up. You got 2024 coming up, and you know what the election is. And they're going to, and Trump is the one that started the avalanche of lies. If you look at it, we had the biggest crowd ever. And you could go literally, I would run out of breath and saliva trying to list all the lies that Trump said. But but that's where they're going to go. They're going to go with him because DeSantis or whatever, he has no charisma, and he has no, like, his policies are so bad that he's almost farcical. Like, you look at him, go, really,
nationally, it's going to be hard for, I think,
it's going to be Trump. It's going to be Trump. It's going to be this horrible orange bag of shit. And in the bottom line is, I think that's where they'll go to. They're going to be like, they're more tribal. It's more tribalism, racism, fake patriotism than it is anything else. It's not like, hey, like, they know it's wrong. But if it's anything that goes against progression of America, the diversity of America, then they're going to say it. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. So my thing is, Democrats, why do you give a fuck? You slack jaw, spineless bitches. Why do you give a fuck? Why you keep trying to coddle them and speak nicely to them in a soft, warm, Starbucks fuzzy tones? Fuck that. I'm saying, if y'all want a civil war, no, I'm sorry.
Want to go to war?
You want to go to war? We can go to war. Okay? Oh, baby. Oh.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. This audience, I don't know what they're gonna hold on to now that all these lies are exposed. But I guess they'll never see them because
they'll never see the truth. They don't want the truth, even when the truth.
They're not looking at other sources.
What was it? Mike Lindell who predicted Trump was going to be back in office last September. No, at first it was last June. Then it was September. Then it was November. Then he said it would be this year. And they keep moving the goalposts. If you look at QAnon said that everything was going to be taken over 3 months after Trump was out of office. And none of that's happened. And they still rock with these motherfuckers. So you got to think of the thought process in these people. It's like, fire's hot. Yeah. So I'll burn my hand. Whatever. I'll burn my hand.
I got the freedom. Fire can't stop me from touching it.
I'll burn my hand.
Just like my niece.
I'll burn the White House, the Capitol too.
Yes, sir. All right, man. So we'll keep it pushing. It's not that these lies surprise us, but I'm just wondering how much longer can that base really hang on to that. All right, so we're gonna keep it pushing, man. Listen, speaking of crazy times, crazy people. Not the brightest.
Speaking of crazy times. Wow.
Yeah, not the brightest stars in the sky surrounding us right now. Shang, I know you travel a lot. I get some air miles in every now and then.
I hate flying.
I really enjoy flying. I really do. But
see,
let's see how everybody might feel about having this guy on your plane.
Well, tell them to bring SWAT to shoot me down, because they're gonna have to shoot me down today. Remember that. Where are they diverting us? Because wherever it is, there's gonna be a bloodbath everywhere. You can run away. Since I'm taking over this plane.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
Oh no.
I'm telling you right now. Okay, yeah, you can't get by that door.
Oh my God.
So I'm just here to tell y'all, man, try and act up if you want, but I'm be passenger savage as fuck, dog. You ain't
There go,
you ain't taking over
there
my
go
fucking
Pedro right there.
nigga. You ain't taking over my flight, dog. Not with that bullshit. He said, "Well, we're gonna get shot down today." I'm like, no, nigga,
No, we're not.
no, nigga. You can do that on your connecting
You're
flight,
like,
bitch. Nigga, hell no.
That ain't-
That's the thing. That's the thing with flights, is that you know, anybody with enough money, they could just get on the, pretty much get on the goddamn plane. So you really don't know who you're dealing with. You know, first time
Did he
flyer who
have a
might freak
knife?
out.
Did he have a little knife?
It was I think it was more like a pen or something. I mean, he wasn't a stable dude. You know, he didn't look like Rambo, Wesley Snipes. You know, highly trained. You know, he wasn't Liam Neeson in
Well,
this
so
motherfucker. But
Pedro basically would be he'd be passenger 57. He'd be definitely.
I mean, I'm gonna bust you in your motherfucking jaw. You start talking like that on a plane.
Yep.
We'll work it out when we get down on the ground.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
second you're like, we're getting shot down the tape. Nah, nigga. No.
It ain't happening.
No.
not
I'll
today.
be the Pennsylvania flight. Nigga, we end up in a field before you get to your desired landing zone, whatever the fuck.
You
But
know,
nigga, plus at the prices, especially on the Spirit Airlines, because everybody gonna already be pissed the fuck off. So there's no way you could even get away with that on Spirit, because the whole plane gonna be like, nigga, what? Like, you know, everybody, even white people on Spirit are turned
everybody gonna
up.
be
So,
throwing hands. Everybody gonna
yeah.
be like,
But the way tickets and the airlines cost and all the flights and cancellation and shit, it's like, no, once you finally get on the flight and we in air, and apparently this dude did this like it was a flight from LA to Boston. And this dude did this like 45 minutes before the plane was about to land. I'm like, no, bro, no. No. We
So
getting to where we
basically,
going.
Pedro
Sit your
said-
ass down.
Pedro
Fellas, where you at? I'm calling out all the dudes on the plane. Shane, AJ Fit, Damani, get in here. Oh, my Antoine. All y'all niggas, come on. Like, come on. When this nigga ain't about to take down the plane. Oh, here's the other thing. This dude also, and this is the real shit, he tried to open the door. Like, not the bathroom door, not the cockpit door, nigga, the outside door. The one that'll suck all his, just suck your ass right up out the fucking thing. Yeah, no.
Well, it looks like
No,
people
nigga.
jumped him. It looked like Wesley Snipes was there. Do you know what you doing, motherfucker? And then pop. I mean,
I want to know. I do. I'm gonna run it back one more time, and I'm gonna just do some.
Well, tell them to bring SWAT to shoot me down, because they're gonna have to shoot me down today. Remember that. Where are they diverting us? Because wherever it is, there's gonna be a bloodbath everywhere.
He wouldn't have gotten 3 more
Since I'm
sentences.
taking over this plane.
Oh, are you?
Right now.
But who? Now check at the bottom of the screen real quick. Who is this dude still on his laptop? Did you see that at the bottom? Can y'all hear me?
Oh my God.
You can hear me? Sorry.
No, you can't hear it while the thing's on. Yeah.
Well, I unmuted, but I guess that doesn't work. But yeah, either way, man, there was a dude who was like still on his laptop as the dude was walking by. I'm like, bro, put your spreadsheet away and get ready to fight this nigga,
Hey,
man. Like,
no, but you know what? When he went
What's up?
towards the pilot, it seemed like some people said, well, and I wish Mike Tyson was on that flight. I've been waiting for this all my life. I can't wait. I can't. Like, you're gonna do it, and then I can't stop hitting you. I can't. I don't know why I can't stop hitting you. Man, there's no, like, as soon as he turned his back, it's sleepy time. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, go to sleep. And you ain't getting shot down. But the thing is, most people don't think it's real, or they're like, is this when your voice gets high, everybody knows, did this motherfucker say he gonna take over the plane?
Yeah. You know, it's like, listen, I've heard, and Antoine said, with my luck, he'd be sitting next to me. I feel you, brother. Isn't that your number one prayer on the plane? Like, please.
That, or somebody say, you know, Jesus is your Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, motherfucker.
Just please don't let me get some talkative, stupid mother.
Yeah,
but
I've moved my seat when people have done that. I just want to talk to you about Christ as your Savior. Wow.
But listen, we've all heard crazy people say crazy things in public spaces and things like that. But there are certain situations where you just can't say certain shit. You know, don't be yelling fire in a crowded theater.
Okay.
You know, don't cry wolf, basically, or whatever, right? And definitely don't be talking about we getting shot down and I'm taking over this plane on a
Okay,
motherfucking plane.
but ultimately,
If you yell that at a grocery store, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you.
this sounds.
I'm taking over this plane. People are like,
All
oh,
right,
he's crazy.
whatever, man. Go get
But
your
if you say that
eggs.
on a plane,
On a plane, you can't say that. You can't say that on a bus with me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's a bus.
he just got the vehicle wrong. But I know what
mean,
he's
to be
up to.
real with you, if we at Subway and you say the wrong shit, it's like I'm taking over this Subway. Not
This submarine is mine.
you know what I'm saying?
The hunt for Red October.
Exactly. It's not happening. You know what? I don't care if it's Subway sandwich shop. You got to get hands. Let alone
AJ Fit would have slept him.
he would have been so nappy nap.
Splinkety
Nap
dink.
time. Because the bottom line is, if there's 5 or 6 men on the plane, let's just say it's mostly women. Even if it's women, you better get your ass up, woman, and help me jump this crazy motherfucker. Oh my God, get him. No, motherfucking bitch, better get up. Bitch, get up. We fighting this dude. And if I was there with my wife, I'd be like, I'm gonna jump on him, but you don't let him just stab me and you just sitting there, because when we land, we getting divorce papers. Women, you have the right to fight too.
I just want to be a dude in first class who's like, that's why I never fly coach. And go back to sleep.
And just go back to sleep. And just wonder why the plane is crashing. No, I mean, I just really think that you see situations like this. I agree with you that you got to do something. You got to do something. But people are so like, well, it's not my problem. Motherfucker, we in a tube that's above Cincinnati. We need help.
Yeah, and it didn't look like he had a full on weapon and was obviously out of his mind. But the fact that he tried to open the door is of great concern. It makes you really wonder. Like they're asking if you need a mental test to be president. Well, maybe we need one just to get on the bus and Uber, a goddamn airplane. Because you get that. I think they're fail safes to keep the door from opening like that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, but I'm saying, what's the like? I've only been on 2 situations where the plane. Well, that's why I hate flying. I think it stuck with me. We were flying back from New York to LA, and they had to divert and go to San Francisco and do emergency landing because the hydraulics on one of the wings went out. So we landed like this, and after that situation, now we landed. But after that, I'm like, well, looks like I'll be on the Greyhound going home. I literally caught a Greyhound from San Francisco to LA after that. So that
I'll walk home.
but I mean, that's the only time where I was super scared. That wouldn't scare me. If he did that, that wouldn't scare me. I'd be like, well, I didn't think I was gonna have to ask for peanuts and then knock a nigga out. But
you know it.
You know what I'm saying?
Pardon me, little lady. Would you hold my beverage?
Exactly. Will you hold my Bloody Mary while I bloody this motherfucker? Bitch ass.
Yeah, but that point in the flight, I'm at least 2 tequilas in. So I'm like, let's go, nigga. Like, what?
Pedro do the shit because the dude was in the aisle too long. Like,
yeah.
You know what? You making me nervous.
Nigga, are you going to the bathroom or not?
Not. You making me nervous, motherfucker. Now either pee, piss, or get off the pot. If you don't, I'm gonna have to throw these hands. You know, it's like, and I'm gonna tell you something. They're gonna shoot this thing down and pop, 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 pop. Oh my god! Oh my god! No, there's no way.
So I ain't pay no extra bag fee for that shit. Man.
You know what? I remember I did it on Laugh-A-Palooza. I was talking about the 9/11 things. Like, we have knives and we are going to Allah. We got guns and we going to Atlanta. That was the joke I used to do. Because it'd be like people would pull out. I'll get one of those guns that you can sneak on that are made with paper, out of paper. Have you seen those?
No.
They have the ones where you can print it, and it's made of very dense paper. You can only get off one shot, and it's a paper bullet. And I would have, would have done it.
Well, let's not offer up too many terror tactics over here.
Before we get flagged again. But no other Miranda, thank you. I will be fighting right beside you, Shang. You got them right. And you know, or now let me ask you this, Pedro. 3D print guns. I was telling the truth. There you go. 3D print guns. Okay, so once you get him down, what do you do other than sleeping?
Oh, I mean, once he slept, it's fine. But yeah, I'm a whale on a dude like that for me.
If I did that, I would tell Delta from now on I want free drinks forever.
Oh, and I'm getting more tequila after that.
Yeah, I'm getting free.
Also, I'm not the biggest dude in the room, so usually so, and I'm not the smallest average size guy, but I figure there's gonna be a few big dudes on the plane. When you see a dude smaller than you jump up and do shit, then you kind of.
Well, he was obviously trying.
Whether your girl's there or not, or for the video, it's gonna get to the gram. Like you can't just have a little average nigga doing all the work.
What's wrong with the people that watch this?
Nicole just fart in his mouth. Well, I can't guarantee that I might have one chambered in that moment. You know what I mean?
Why would
you can't rely on that as a strategy.
Like, why would you think that? Like, well, we got him down, Pedro. What should we do?
Released.
What should we do? My stomach's bubbling a little bit. Great.
He's like, sir, there's a lot of casualties in the proximity. Like,
you
could have crop dust the whole place.
Like, oh, you didn't have. You could. Thank you for saving us.
Yeah.
But nigga, why
yeah, that's an airplane. Nigga. You can't. That's a.
You know what?
A non-fart zone.
That one time I farted and it lasted from LA to Denver.
Wait, the fart did or the smell? Because I was like, if your ass blew wind from LA to Denver, like, whoa. That's a spleen.
And everybody's complaining. Like, can I sit somewhere else? And I'm like, no, motherfucker, we in here. We
in this bitch. You can't open the door. That nigga said I farted from LA to Denver. Oh God. Woo. All right. That's powerful, man.
That's powerful. It. No, I mean, I tried my best to make it to the bathroom. I said, oh, I ain't gonna make it.
That's it. So you farted from the seat to the bathroom, and then you did a little dusting there.
Dusting.
Yeah.
It's called crop dusting.
Yeah,
it was bad, man.
You fertilized in that back section.
And that was funny because there was a little boy, but he wasn't too little.
He's an ass level. He was right at ass level.
He looked at me like this, like he went like this. And then his mother went, "Oh my God!" And this is a true
he covered
story.
His eyes, and that didn't.
Like, and then I tried to tell the stewardess. I kept saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry."
Oh, and you had to own up to it too.
It was obvious it was me.
You couldn't pass it off on nobody.
It was him.
Yeah. You're supposed to be like, oh, who did that? Oh man, he who smelt it dealt it.
She said, I've been flying for 20 years. It happens, baby. And I was like,
and then she let one go too, like, yank.
And then she said, this is a real story. I wish this was a joke, but this is a real story. It might end up being a joke. I never wrote it into a joke. And she said, if you want, we got some seats in the back for you to sit if you want.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, thank you. And after that, I didn't have nothing else. It was just one. It was one piece of evil in my ass. It's like,
well, the atmospheric pressure.
It might have did it.
The altitude.
Put it this way: it's the old joke where I farted and a chain with a meat on a hook just came out. It was just bad, man. So now if I'd have known that, I could have saved everybody from this crazy dude. Like,
using your neurotoxins and shit. Shawnee, we see you. What's going on? Y'all land safely. The whole plane slumped over and shit. Shane sitting there with a motherfucking pineapple juice and some wafers.
But if we saved the plane, whoever those people that jumped that dude, Delta should give them free flights, or they should get free flights. You were gonna play it again and show that if you save everybody from Crazy Town here, we get free flights.
Well, tell them to bring SWAT to shoot me down because they're gonna have to shoot me down today. Remember that. Where are they diverting us? Because wherever it is, there's gonna be a bloodbath everywhere. You can run away. Since I'm taking over this plane,
dude, I'm telling you right now.
Oh no.
I'm telling you right now. Yeah, this, you can't get by that door.
Oh my God.
First of all, he had no karate skills for real.
No, he stabbed somebody. He definitely stabbed somebody.
No, he was trying to. I don't think.
No,
he
they said
definitely
it.
did.
It said no in the caption. It said after stabbing flight attendant.
Oh Lord.
So he stabbed the flight attendant.
But it was like I do remember them saying it was like with a spoon or a spork or something. Like it wasn't a knife.
Well, yeah. I just think that
Because you shouldn't be able to get a knife on the plane, right?
right. Well, no, I mean, yeah, in first class they give you knives.
And Damani said he was no threat. And physically, yeah, I really don't think so. And obviously, he didn't have the capacity to take over the plane. But I do believe he tried to open the door at a certain point. And I think that video is after that moment.
Why would he even get after trying to open the door? Why would you just? There's just to be somebody on the plane that flies, like the flight marshal.
Well, sometimes, but I don't think they have enough for every single flight.
And should have a little thing with a hypodermic, just as soon as he tried to grab the thing, just.
Sorry, guys. Next show's at 9:30. But all right, man. So yeah, I think post 9/11, though, I think we all kind of understand that, you can't let if somebody wants to stand up and say some shit like that, yeah, they're obviously out their goddamn mind, but they might be enough to, harm your flight. Fuck the plane
Nicole
up.
H said Snakes on the Plane. By the way, the best, worst movie ever. It was so bad. I took my sons because I thought, it's going to be silly. And they didn't get the parody of it. And they were like, Dad, why'd you take me to this horrible movie? Just to hear Samuel Jackson, I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane. And I was sitting there going, yeah. And everybody was looking at me like, I want my money back. That movie was brilliant. The acting, the lady that the snake ran up her ass. You didn't see that? The blonde lady with the big ass and the snake went up her ass.
It's a movie I saw, but I would never be able to give any other detail other than the motherfucking snakes on the motherfucker.
Yeah, the snake. I mean, when they were writing it, this is the best part. Then the lady, blonde lady, sexy, big ass. She's in the bathroom, doesn't know the snake's in the toilet. Wait for it. Snake goes up her ass. What do you think? Come on, Pedro. What do you think?
Naturally.
Blockbuster, hit movie. Let's go, man. And you know what? I'm working on this other one called Cocaine Bear. I think that's going to be a super hit too.
I'm not sure snakes are the brightest animal in the kingdom, but I don't feel like there are many animals that would crawl up a shithole. Like they all have senses of smell, and snakes use their tongue, so I'm not sure what would attract them up a bunghole. But anyways, we're gonna keep it moving, man.
Yeah, that was a weird little segue.
You know what it is. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. And as these facts matter, they matter like this.
Hey. It's your boy Black Pedro popping in. Hey. With another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. Well, speaking of farting on planes.
That's your segue.
Yeah. What's that smell? Because I smell instead of an ass-splosion or an explosion, I smell an implosion on the horizon. Yes, sir. Is Magneto in the house? I'm smelling an implosion in the GOP. I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I think that Kevin McCarthy, old noodle spine McCarthy, his days are numbered.
No, really?
I think we're looking at one of the possibly shortest stints as Speaker of the House in political history. He has handed over a dump truck load worth of hours of footage to just Fugger Carlson, who immediately turned around and turned that into hogwash and poppycock, as some would say. And all that's going to fall on him, on Kevin McCarthy, I believe.
You really think so?
Yeah, man. I think he's
So
made bad
you're
decision
saying
after bad decision.
it's a wrap.
Yeah, and but not just for him, because now at this point you have like even Bitch McConnell speaking out against Fugger Carlson and Fox News. So I'm getting a little glare there.
Even him?
Yeah, so I'm just saying I think a bit of infighting is about to begin with this the whole party, and there are struggles between moderate and sort of liberal Democrats in that sense, but I'm sensing a real more sort of split between the different factions of the GOP, and I'm starting to enjoy it, y'all. So I'm sitting back.
You think
I'm
the
popping
GOP?
popcorn.
So you think the GOP is coming apart?
I think it's going to go through. I think it's heading towards a collapse that will cause a sort of crippling revamp. Like,
Pedro, you crazy?
hey man, that nigga crazy.
Look, okay,
Yeah,
but
I think
GOP
they're
is going to bounce back. It's going to bounce back because their base is a bunch of backward Caucasian idiots. And I say Caucasian because it's not mostly black people that are in the fucking GOP. So anybody out here that wants to call me racist, you know what? You can suck a donkey dick. But I don't think so, man. I mean, if the house was going to come down, why didn't it come down at this point?
Well, I mean, I think it's a gradual process. I'm not talking about like an actual controlled demolition type situation. I think it's going to be a series of events, but I'm questioning whether Kevin McCarthy makes it through this year.
Well, how many people does it take to vote him out? One?
I'm not exactly sure on that, but it's like, it's almost like exactly equal to the number of Marjorie Taylor Greene, fucking Matt Gaetz's that he has. Like the Nutty Buddies. It's like they are the swing on that. So, so that's the whole thing. He's beholden to them, and that's not going to hold up. And I think that's what we're seeing when you hand over Kevin McCarthy personally.
But you know what he said? He said it's not about Fox News. This is something for the people.
And then immediately, and it's already been exposed that Fox News lied about the election, and has continued to do so, knowing that it's not that the big lie is a lie. And he hands them that information, and then they go around and lie some more with it. So I think all of this is making McCarthy look too bad, and it's making the party look bad.
So you think the party's going to implode? You think the whole party is going to be?
I mean, you had these, a lot of Republicans who have spoken out against, what Fugger Carlson did, and then of course we know that there's still a chunk that loves that shit and eats it up. So as those factions start to diverge from each other, I'm interested to see what happens. So. But I think it's gonna hurt the parties.
How? What else can they do?
Well, they lost majorities in 18 and then in 22 as well. So.
Yeah, but they won the House, and
they lost the Senate.
They lost the Senate.
They lost even more in the Senate.
They lost more in the Senate, but I still think that, man, I don't know about that, man. I mean, they still riding with this motherfucker.
As well as when you look at state and local stuff, like Georgia went blue with senators again.
Right, that is true. But look at who they had. I mean, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for Herschel Mushmouth Walker, which they decided, I don't know what in their mind thought, yeah, let's get
that's what I'm saying. Those were the MAGA. Those are MAGA decisions, right? That have tanked the party, right? In certain places. So as a certain faction stays, yeah, because for them it's going to be like MAGA versus Republican, and as a certain faction of the party stays MAGA heavy, it's going to begin to split the party because they're not going to win with MAGA ways. That MAGA is going to lose.
It's going to start coming apart, is what you think.
At the voting booth, MAGA will lose.
You know why? I won't put it past them, because the Democrats are so feckless, and I think the Democrats are feckless from the standpoint, even though they won the Senate and they made the House closer. The fact that they're not talking up about redistricting, the fact that they're not talking about the map being constantly skewed to the Republicans, and we all know that's happening. The fact that they let the Supreme Court have the majority on the right wing, knowing that not only Biden's goofy ass and the Democrats know that he could stop this by adding more people to the Supreme Court. But instead of doing that, they keep letting the Supreme Court get away with fucking murder. So I hear what you're saying, but there's too many get away with murders. Marjorie Taylor Greene saying the most outrageous shit, chasing AOC and all that shit, and they never stepped up and said nothing. In fact, they put her on committees and made the bitch have a say pertaining to, the protection of Americans. So fuck that.
Well, the Dems did take her out of those positions, and then
the Dems did, and then they put her right back in. They put
the Republicans put
that albino gorilla bitch right back in. So I just say the way they do this shit, the way, in fact, it was, even though this is a Will Smith line, and by the way, Will Smith, sorry about the Chris Rock last 10 minutes, but you had to get that smoke on a special. By the way, I tell y'all to definitely watch that special if you want to see somebody go in on somebody. But I just feel like they're gonna white people that up. It's like they're gonna white people that up. They're gonna find some kind of thing to make it seem like, hey, he was justified for giving the footage. And Tucker Carlson's audience is so strong with Fox, they ain't going nowhere. That's like you and that's you and like remember you had the little white girl and said we tried to take over your place.
She tried to colonize my
She's colonized. Yeah, she was like, but Pedro, I don't want to leave. And it was like, they ain't going nowhere, man. I'm sorry. I see what you're saying, but
yeah, well, we still see only time shall tell. Shang, get us up out of here for today.
Oh,
man.
but before I get us out of here, oh my God. Make sure I forgot to in the beginning of the show. We need the Instagram. We need the Instagram hugs and likes and all of that stuff.
Follow me now.
Follow at Black Pedro. And make sure you follow at Comedian Shang. I got something that went viral a little bit. My number's been jumping a little bit. So I'm gonna keep pushing. So make sure you check me out on the gram. Goddamn. All right. And make sure you follow goddamn Black Pedro. Follow that motherfucker till the wheels fall off. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We already told you what you need to do, but I think I'm going to reiterate it because I think that y'all need to be told more than once. Goddamn bell. You understand me? Ring the bell.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Or I'll fight this guy today.
Well, tell them to bring SWAT to shoot me down because they're going to have to shoot me down today. Remember that.
I'll do it. All right, so I'll do it. All right, my Shangri today is in the same line as what Pedro basically was saying. I think the GOP has shown its ass, and I'm going to show you what I mean by they've shown their ass to be goddamn supremacists. Wow. Okay, this is something I wanted y'all to see. I'm going to take the banner down for a second here. The GOP is the KLAN. Now, if you get a chance, anybody can look on the screen and read this, okay? All 26 Republicans on the GOP-led House Oversight Committee have refused to sign a two-sentence statement that plainly rejects white supremacy, white nationalism, and far-right conspiracy theory that suggests politicians are intentionally seeking to displace white Americans by loosening immigration. I don't know if y'all understood what that means. Basically, the GOP, pictured here, are just have decided that no, I'm not going to sign a bill or anything that goes against the possibility that they are white supremacists. All of these motherfuckers are all on the same page. Look at this sea of white. This is like, wow. And they right now are absolutely positively, they are not writing bills that go against as much as they should, Pedro. This is real shit. Pertaining to hate crimes. There are actually some people in the GOP that want to reverse the stuff that was already put forward pertaining to hate crimes.
Right.
They want to really go back to making America great again. And this motherfucker is the one they want to follow. This is absolutely the person they want to follow. This is the person they want to follow. And right now they've proven themselves to be clannish, clan-like, clan adjacent. Yes. And even though we know they're idiots, we this makes me feel good. I don't know why. That's the best thing ever. The bottom line is the GOP has shown that they're gonna ride with the Marjorie Taylor Greene when we know she's a racist, bigot, giant neck bitch. They're gonna ride with all of the fucking Gosar, and on and on and on. And they've all been proven and said time and time again, racist shit. So now I don't want to hear shit from the good Republicans until you take down the bad Republicans. Because when I read this shit, the fact that none of them, not then, and then look at that thought process, people. These people are what I'm saying. They are the Klan. The Klan wanted to get rid of everybody of color. It wasn't just black people. It was Latinos. It was Asians. It was everybody. If you are not white, you are not right. And that's what they thought. And right now, the GOP, this just happened. And this shit always happens in the midnight hour. You notice when they do shit like this, they do it really, really late while people are asleep. So you don't know what's going on with them. You don't know that right now that that we had to actually ask them, hey, this whole lynching thing, maybe you shouldn't do that. You know how long it took for them to go, all right. So I'm officially saying the GOP is the KLAN, and that's a fact.
There you go.
All right.
Other than the spelling, it's hard to tell them apart, bro.
Man,
Savage AF, man.
Can you believe that shit? Can you believe these motherfuckers are not signing against white nationalism? Or it's just like,
sadly, I can.
When I saw this, I was like, okay, there ain't nobody who can say shit else. You can't say shit else like, well, there's some good, you know what? There's some good GOP people that if you know this shit is happening and you know this is going down and you're in the GOP and you're not doing, you got to pull a John McCain. And I got to give it props for that. Where the lady was like, he's a Muslim, he's a terrorist. And she sat him down. She sat this old crotchety white bitch who deserved to get knuckle bundled to the brain basket, that he sat her down and said, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's just he's a good man that we have difference of opinion. After I saw that, I thought maybe the GOP could have some kind of redemption. But now, fuck them all in a bunghole.
DP for the bunghole. Savage AF, man. You know what it is. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. That's your Shangry for today. That's your show for today, y'all. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Live, YouTube, Facebook, simultaneously. Until then, guys, I need you to stay black if you are. Don't be black if you're not. All right? Don't fake the funk. Fingers out of the nose. Just stick them wherever else is not in your nose.
And I promise I won't fart on a plane ride with you. At least I'll try.
Hold your breath.
All right, yo.